Hey guys, today we're going to talk about our morning routine and how we implement mobility training into our daily lifestyle. So the first step, what we're going to do every morning is to drink some water. So just always important to hydrate ourselves after we woke up, so our body gets into a good flow. We feel much better when we woke up and just drink water. We really recommend it to you. So let's start off with our mobility routine. So here we go. For the morning routine, we usually need nothing but maybe a tennis ball or a stick. Today we only need a tennis ball or a ball you can squeeze in your hand. So first exercise here, we do some Cossacks, some side lunges to warm up our hips. So what we are really focusing on the mobility routine is hips, our spine, because our spine is in a resting position the whole night for 8 hours or even longer. So we really want to wake up our spine and get the spine in each segment moving. So that's really important for us. And of course the shoulders. I gotta cue you through this. We're starting with the side lunges here. So going to wide stance here, and then we're just doing the side lunges for 3 reps on each side. So in a deep side lunge, up, the other side lunge here, 2 more reps. One more. Beautiful. Our next exercise, which we really recommend, is always the deep squat. Everyone should be able to go in a deep squat and sit comfortably in this position. It's a natural position which every human being should be able to do. So go in your deep squat, the deepest squat you can, and we want to move our hip into internal rotation here. So from the squat position here, we're trying to wake up our internal rotation, our hip, 3 times on each side here. Beautiful. One more. Nice. And now what we're going to do is go into the 90-90 position. You can use your hands for that, or you can go a little bit challenged, but you can go in this 90-90 position without using your hands. So you just do the same internal rotation stuff I showed you just now, and then you fall back, go in this position. Now it's not a 90-90, so you can use your hands, or just don't use them and lean back, hinge the front leg, the rear leg, and now you're in a 90-90 position, 90-degree angle here in the front leg and the rear leg. And now what we're going to do is some isometric movement pass for the 90-90. So we're waking our hips now with external rotation and internal rotation. So how this looks, we're just set up like this, hands behind our body, and we're rotate our whole 90-90 to the other direction. So our front leg is the right leg now, and we're going to do that by sliding over our big toe and bringing the ankles forward. So like this, okay? We usually put our tennis ball under this leg here, so we can squeeze the leg into the ground, providing both hips with as much distance as possible here. So really fight for as much more distance between our hips. Open the hip. Keep the distance here. Slowly rotate. Keep the distance. Nice and slow, nice and smooth. Perfect. Another rep in the other direction. Use a tennis ball. Squeeze it into the ground. Place your hand back. Slide through. Open your hips. Really squeeze the knees here down. And rotate that. Beautiful. So usually we can do that for 3 to 4 reps, but I think it's okay for now. And we're gonna do the half 90 sit. So working on our front leg, on our hip flexors, and our knee flexion. So really good exercise, especially for the morning, to keep your whole system flowing and prepare the legs for the day. Okay, so you can use your hands here on the side. Elevate your whole foot and straighten your leg. And now you're in a half 90 position here. You see? And now we're gonna do some straight leg lifts here. Boom. And back into the 90-90 position, okay? One more rep for this side. Smooth and clean here. Use your hands, don't lean too much backwards. And back again, okay? We're switching the sides with our isometric movement path here for the 90-90. So open the hip here, slide through your big toe, ankles and heels sliding through. Open up your hips again. On the other side here, place your hands on the ground, lift your leg up, straighten it, half 90 position here again. So again, lift it back up and replace it here. Another rep. So lift it up, replace it, up and back. So hips are done. Now we continue with our upper body, starting off with our spine. So we're going into a quadruped position here, and we're going to do a cat camel slowly, each vertebrae at a time. So not like the whole spine is moving here, but we're trying to segment each vertebrae, okay? So we really want to get that muscle connection with our spine back, and starting off in a complete flexed position here, and starting with our lumbar spine, going into extension, but slowly going into extension here. Feel your spine moving. Segment for segment here. Don't fall into scapular retraction. Just move your thoracic spine through this. And your cervical spine. One more time. The other direction. Flexion in the thoracic spine. And the lumbar spine. Beautiful. So if you do that every morning, hopefully you will feel the difference between the normal cat camel with the whole spine moving, and segment each vertebrae like this, like we just did. Okay, so keep that in your morning routine. It's pretty good for your spine health. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, our last spinal morning routine is the spinal waves. So we're gonna start in a flex position here with our arms forward, and then we're opening up our whole chest here, pushing the chest forward and the arms back. So in fully extension here. And now we're gonna do this starting from a lumbar spine again, back into full flexion, and then starting with the lumbar spine, going into extension again, and opening everything up. One more. And back. Beautiful. So hopefully your spine is good to go for the day. And our last two exercises are for our shoulders. So get them going. And we're gonna stay here in the quadruped position, using our tennis ball for some extra tension here. And we're gonna do axial rotations, so internal and external rotation in different areas to really wake up the shoulders, okay? So we're starting with our arms on shoulder height here and going into internal rotation here and external rotation. Squeeze the ball, holding it here in maximum external rotation and going back into internal rotation. Do this a couple times here. Really feels good after you're doing them. Back and forth. Elbow is always locked here. We can change the position to the back. You will feel the difference here. Back, forward, into external and internal rotation. Beautiful. Switching the sides. Right arm, same stuff here. External, internal rotation. Keep the tension in your whole body here. Changing the position again. Beautiful. So our last exercise is called the swimmer's hovers, and I'm gonna show it to you now with my back to you, so it's better for you to see what's going on. Okay, set up in a kneeling position, and we're gonna start with our wrists facing my lumbar spine, both wrists here, shoulders or scapulas not in protraction. We try to retract our scapulas here. And then with the retracted scapulas, we are lifting off our head from our back. Boom. Okay. Then we're going to straight arms here. Our shoulders are in extension now. We externally rotate our arms, bring them up. Keep that in full extension here. Now we're into shoulder flexion. Folding our arms here behind our neck. When we're here in this position, we'll lift off our hands again, straighten our arms, are into full flexion, keep the tension, and rotate internally here. Biceps is facing down to the ground. Make a big circle, the biggest circle you can. Shoulder extension again, and folding our arms here into internal rotation with retracted scapulas, okay? We do this one more time. Up, extend, rotate, make a big circle. Fold your arms. Lift them up again here. Straighten them. Rotate. And back. I hope you guys enjoyed this morning routine, and I hope you incorporate this into your daily lifestyles. Leave us some thumbs up if you enjoyed this and you want to see more. Leave us a comment in the comment section below. And yeah, we just finished our morning routine. So first task is done and we're good to go for the day.
So guys, now that you've seen how a morning mobility routine or mobility flow can look like, basically a movement flow, we want to tell you a little bit about it and what this actually does to your body. So after standing up or after lying in bed for, I don't know, 6 to 8 or even more hours, your body was in a resting position, and then it's really important to get the blood flow in, to get your muscles working, and especially to get the joints in all ranges of motion that it actually has. So this morning mobility flow was just to get you into positions that you would not get into in daily life, and to maintain the ranges of motion that you already have. If you want to strengthen your ranges of motion or get more range of motion, then you would have to do a different mobility training and not a mobility flow as we have shown you here. And this is where online Kinstretch comes into play. This is where you have 3 classes a week, and they're about 45 to 60 minutes, and you can just stand up an hour early or half an hour early and start with a mobility training to get your body into a better state, because that's what we're trying to do. This mobility flow in the morning is fine to just get you moving. That's the number one thing you should incorporate into your life. But if you want more out of it, then we really encourage you to try mobility training on a regular basis. If you don't know how to do this, then just hit us up and subscribe to our online Kinstretch. So if you want even more information on mobility training or on anything that we do, then just visit our website. The link will be in the description below. And if you like the video, then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on any kind of mobility, calisthenics and strength tutorials.